When this comes just days before our new fiscal year, where we've already entered into contracts with teachers, that timing has been very challenging.
Less than a week after we told you about a federal funding freeze impacting the Twin Falls School District, more Idaho school districts say their funds are also frozen. It's our top story tonight here at 10. I'm Brian Holmes.
And I'm Morgan O'Mara. In total, the Idaho Department of Education says more than $30 million are tied up. Our Abby Davis reached out to a dozen districts today. And Abby, the amount varies from district to district.
Yeah, from hundreds of thousands of dollars to more than 1.5 million. District admin and Fruitland and Emmett tell me they're hopeful they'll get the money sooner than later.
We're very excited for students to come back.
Idaho classrooms won't stay empty much longer, but with the first day of school just weeks away, some districts are facing an unexpected budget shortfall.
Yeah, it was a shock.
The Fruitland School District is one of the latest to tell KTVB they might not get the federal money they were counting on. The Idaho Department of Education says about $33 million are on hold statewide, part of nearly $7 billion the Trump administration paused nationwide so it could review how the funds are used.
For our district, it's about $420,000.
Fruitland Superintendent Stoney Winston says they planned to use most of the money to pay paraprofessionals running elementary reading groups and to help support students from migrant families.
We're looking at decreased positions in which are working with those students.
Every district's worried.
Emmett Superintendent Craig Wood says his district won't have to cut staff, but might need to move some paras to different roles if the money isn't released soon.
It just makes it hard to budget when in June we put a budget together anticipating this money, and July 1 we're told, hey, don't allocate this money.
Wood says Emmett was supposed to get just over $400K, less than Twin Falls and Boise, which planned on roughly $1.5 million each. Significant hits worrying both administrators and parents.
And I've always trusted Boise School District, but the cuts have my husband and I concerned because we just don't know what to expect.
Well, I'm hoping it's going to be the same thing that has happened before in some of the holdbacks, and they said, well, we just realized that, okay, maybe we made a mistake, and they released the funds.
Again, I reached out to nearly a dozen districts for this story. Some, like West Ada and Nampa, say there are too many unknowns right now and it's too early to know exactly how their students and staff might be impacted. In a statement, Superintendent of Public Instruction Debbie Critchfield said, "We're hopeful we will know the timeline for distribution sooner rather than later," adding she reached out to members of our congressional delegation to ask for their help in understanding what those timelines may be. Brian and Morgan.
Well, obviously, this goes beyond just Idaho. There are a bunch of states that have sued the federal government over this, right, Abby?
Yeah, and that's a Democrat-led effort. And Stoney Winston, the Fruitland superintendent, says that he wishes that Idaho would join that effort. He says that this should not be a partisan issue and that it's really about the students and doing what is best for them.
All right, Abby, thank you very much.